So Paul, the draw for the World Cup has just been announced. You find yourselves drawn against Fiji, Tonga and Uruguay. You happy with that?
Well, I think in whatever group you're in, obviously, as we always say, it's going to be a difficult group. I think there's always a sort of uncertainty with it, with the nature of the draw at the moment. So, yeah, we got tough games without a shadow of a doubt. Uruguay did well to qualify last week. Tonga, we just about beat them in the Shield final in Wellington. So Fiji are sort of building into the World Cup. They're using so many players to finalise on their best team, and come the World Cup, I'm sure they'll have their best 12 players there. So it's another great challenge, but something that is sort of the back of our minds at the moment, because we still got 4 tournaments leading up to that time.
So what is the mindset between now and the World Cup with those 4 tournaments that you just?
We've just got to take all cliche every tournament as it comes. Really, it's we're down in 8th position at the moment, and it's all very close, a lot of sides beating each other, and it's there's a lot of edge to the competition this year, with 3 sides obviously going down into the playoff in England. So no, it's just important that we focus on up-and-coming tournament in Hong Kong at the moment, and all preparations towards, again, another physical encounter there.
As defending World Cup champions, will that place extra pressure on you as a squad?
People will mention it, but I don't think it should. There's no reason. We haven't sort of finalised our squad as yet. And at the moment we got 2 boys from our World Cup team in our squad. So no, I shouldn't. I don't think so. I think you're under pressure every time you go and perform on an international circuit. So no, I don't think it's added pressure there. I just think the pressure we put on ourselves to play to our capabilities.
4 years ago when you won, you were 80-1 outsiders. There's no way you're going to get those sort of odds this time round, is there?
I hope not. I hope I'll form up until then doesn't cause that. No, but yeah, 80-1. We sort of, the tournaments leading up to the World Cup, we were always changing players, a number of changes. Apart from when we went to Wellington, that 6 weeks before the World Cup, where we had a lot of experienced boys, and we kept the same team going from there to the World Cup with just one change of Richie Pugh coming in. There's a lot of experience in that squad, and a lot of good young talent coming through. So probably 80-1 was a bit harsh, I think, on the players that were in that squad. But we beat New Zealand, was it 5 weeks before, and then we played them then in the World Cup quarter-final, and the boys were confident from there. His confidence can grow in a tournament. It's such a fine line, and it's such a great game, and anybody can beat anybody on the day, and that's the beauty of sevens, and that's what the attraction is, I think. So exciting.
So at what point during that championship did you think, yes, we can win this title?
I'll be honest with you, that we training leading up to it went okay. It didn't go great, but training went okay, and there was always an edge about it. And we knew we were in a difficult group, in the sense that it's not the top 2 that go through in the World Cup. It's the top 6 from the group winners, and then the best placed 2 second teams. So we managed to get through as 8th best, qualified to the quarterfinals. But we played New Zealand in our quarterfinals, we said, and the boys were confident. We had the same squad plus Richie Pugh playing there as did they, and we were quietly confident going into that game, because we'd beat them at that time previous, and just from there on then confidence grew. And confidence is a massive thing. We meant latitude towards the whole sort of approach to games in sevens is paramount. So, and it just went on from there. We had a bit of luck in that New Zealand game, where they dropped the ball in our 22, and it was a fantastic try by Lee Williams, and it was a great game, and it was 2 good games then against Samoa and Argentina. So that's the beauty of sevens. Yeah. Somebody can have a good tournament, and you got good players, experienced players. You always got that capability.
You mentioned Fiji. Obviously, a year or so ago, if you mentioned that you were in the same draw as Fiji, if you're a Welsh fan, you might be wary of them. But like you say, you've beaten them twice during this campaign, so you must have confidence going into the World Cup.
Yeah, we've played them a lot over the last 2 years.
You hammered them last year, didn't you?
Yeah, we beat them 48-0 last year in Port Elizabeth, and it's Fiji side at the moment is changing a lot. They're experimenting with players, and they want to finalise their.
Even more than the Welsh side?
Well, yeah, actually, yeah, they are at the moment. So they're experimenting, they're trying to find their best 12, and I'm sure you'll be seeing close to their best 12 now come Hong Kong, because that's a favourite tournament of theirs. They always sort of strengthen for that tournament. So they're going to be one of the strongest teams and one of the favourites for, because it's in their blood. That's the way they play, and they've got so many players out in Fiji that are comfortable playing seven. So be realistic, that'll be a difficult game. As we said, it's a long way off.